Los Angeles. Michael Flynn had a reputation as a maverick and rule-breaker years before he joined U.S. President Donald Trump in the White House, including being investigated for inappropriately sharing highly classified intelligence with Australian forces. The retired U.S. three-star Lieutenant General became the biggest scalp of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's deepening probe into ties between the Trump campaign and Russian government officials on Friday when he entered a guilty plea to lying to the FBI about communications he had with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak. Flynn was considered one of the great minds in the U.S. military intelligence community and during his decorated 33-year career worked alongside Australian forces in Afghanistan and Iraq. Some detractors believed he worked too closely with allies. Flynn was an outspoken believer in breaking through red tape on the battlefield to allow intelligence to be shared with allies. In 2010, while serving as the U.S. military intelligence chief in Afghanistan, he was investigated for sharing secrets with Australian and British forces. Flynn defended his actions, declaring he was proud to help our closest allies. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email, you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. The investigation on me was for sharing intelligence with the Brits and Australians in combat, and I am proud of that one, Flynn told the Washington Post last year. That was substantiated because actually I did it. But I did it with the right permissions. When you dig into the investigation, alarm bells were ringing loudly in Washington, D.C. about Flynn's suitability for the role as the president's national security advisor before Flynn's December 29 phone calls with Mr. Kislyak. On December 9, 2016, a month after Mr. Trump's election win and 6 weeks before the president's inauguration, Democrat Senators Richard Blumenthal and Jeanne Shaheen called on the FBI, the Director of National Intelligence and U.S. Office of Personnel Management, to review Flynn's security clearance. Flynn was advising Mr. Trump. The senators cited the reports about Flynn sharing classified information with Australia and the UK among their concerns. General Flynn reportedly has a record of mishandling classified intelligence and reportedly violated rules for protecting sensitive information, the senators wrote. Flynn's December 29 phone calls with the Russian ambassador came a day after U.S. President Barack Obama placed sanctions on Russia for meddling in the election.